Okay, we are live here on YouTube. Good evening, everyone. This is 15th of December. Couple of days and it's Christmas. Couple of days more and it's gonna be New Year's Eve. And it's always so very exciting. Right now we are here in London, UK, and there are so many Christmas markets around here. There are so many new ones in West London and obviously Winter Wonderland. But nowadays, in recent years, it's like a little bit overcrowded, I heard. And but they actually try to organize themselves, so that's why it's ticketed. You need to register earlier, you get your time slot when you can enter and all that stuff. But a couple of years ago, I remember when I had like 9 flatmates, we went together, not all 10 of us, but like half of the team. We went there and we had so much fun because we took the rides, because they have certain rides like roller coaster and all that stuff, like the Ghost Castle and stuff, that I never do otherwise. And it's so fun when you go with friends. It's so great. But today I'm not gonna talk about Christmas markets. I'm not gonna talk about the New Year's Eve. What I'm gonna talk about is my actual Christmas tree, which is just right behind me. What I wanted to do to switch it off, and when I start YouTube live, I would turn the lights on, but I said, no, it's there's so many technology I need to, pay attention to when I do this YouTube live. So I decided I'm not gonna press any buttons, not now. But that is the most important thing, the Christmas tree, what is right behind me. And the reason why it's so important to tell you, to show you, because since I moved away from home, I never had a Christmas tree at all. That is the first Christmas tree since I moved away from home. So this is so very exciting. You can see the lights on it. And actually, when I bought it a couple of weeks ago, I didn't know we're gonna have a tree this time. And I bought this because I wanted to basically plaster it, and it would have run along the bookshelves to have like a Christmassy feeling, like have a little bit decoration around here. But then we decided that that is the very first time we have such a space, because in London, if you know, everything is so very expensive, the bills, the cost of living, and all that stuff. That's why people live together. You always have like 2, 3, or even 9 flatmates. And that is the first year, the first Christmas, when actually I hi, hello there. So that is the first year actually I have space for an actual tree. So my very first thought was that I'm going to order it online. And I looked it up, and there are several websites where you can actually order it, and they bring it and they set it up for you. But then it's kind of, it's like the tradition. You go to different places, you check the trees, and you look at the different trees, and then you choose the one you feel connected to you, the one that is calling your name. And I'm Hungarian living in London, UK. And in Hungary, you buy the Christmas tree, you buy the actual tree on 21st, 4th of December, and you very quickly bring it to your room or your living room, and you dress it up, you put all the decoration and stuff, and then you enjoy the Christmas. But here in the UK is a completely different thing. What you do here is you count back four Sundays, so it will be every single year gonna be a different day. This year, 2025, it was 30th of November when you can actually buy the tree. And around my house, in walking distances, 5, 10, 20 minutes walk, there are several places where you can buy Christmas trees. And we actually walked to one of these places, and we looked around and stuff, and it was so very interesting for me. I didn't take pictures, I didn't take videos, because I really wanted to enjoy every single moment of it. So there was one guy, he was working there, he was selling the actual trees, and some of the trees were on display, so it was all the branches was fully, outreaching to the customers, and some of them was completely wrapped up. And we choose one which was like halfway, half of that was wrapped up. The one I have it at the back, half of them wrapped up, another half is still out in the open and free. And the guy was I think he was going for a smoking break, because he had the cigarette in his hand and he wanted to light it and stuff. And then we walked in. We were the only customers, because we went that it was that time of the day when it's not busy at all. So we went in, and that was this guy. And you could it's like it's very rare to see this kind of people here in London. And he was like very outgoing and stuff. I can even imagine that he's some sort of actor if he's not selling Christmas trees. So he was talking to us what actually we have in mind. So we explained what we actually want. And he said, "Oh, what about this one?" And actually, that was the one which is right behind me. That was the one he showed the very first time we choose. That's okay. That's gonna be the one. So it was half wrapped up, half still free, roaming free, and he wrapped it up for us, and I took it home. My idea was to, because we worked there, my idea was to bring it home. I would put it on my shoulder and I would walk back home. But yeah, that was not a good idea at all. And then, okay, we're gonna use the bus. But on the bus, they said no Christmas trees on the bus. No, 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 because there's no space. So we were waiting, and the first one refused us. And I said, okay, if the next bus driver refuses us again, then I would walk. But it would be like a Herculean like a challenge, because I thought I can handle it, but no. So I said, okay, the next one should take us on. And it was a lady driver, and she was like, she looked at the tree, she looked at me and said, okay, get in very quickly before I change my mind, before all of us, come to our senses. And we got on the bus. We were at home and we dressed it up very, very quickly. So you see the lights on my Christmas tree that originally bought it 2 weeks ago, when we were still discussing if we're gonna have a tree or not. And yeah, so I bought it. That in my head, I thought that I'm gonna put it on the bookshelf, so it would I would plaster it on the side of the bookshelves. So that's why it's a little bit different style. And then we bought the tree. Okay, it's gonna go on the tree now. And maybe you cannot see, but if you look a little bit closer, you can see some of the Christmas decoration. Those were bought in the Christmas markets in London, UK, throughout the year since I'm studying here. Every single year there are different pop-up shops, like the Liberty at Regent Street, John Lewis, I think they have it on the second or the third floor, their Christmas shop. And there are so many pop-up shops that is only from November to December, maybe they have it a little bit of January, where they sell Christmas decorations. And it's like sort of a tradition that every single year we buy this sort of decoration. But we never had the tree. So what we did, we basically just put it on the bookshelves, and that's it. So that is the first year since I moved away from home that I have a tree, and I could put the actual Christmas decoration, the collection we have, on the tree. So I said the Christmas shop at Liberty, the Christmas shop in John Lewis, and there are lots of other Christmas shops as well. But one of the best one, and you should absolutely check it out if you're wintertime, if you're in London, that is the Opera House. On the ground floor, they have such a selection of Christmas stuff, and it's absolutely beautiful, reasonable price. Obviously, a couple of years ago or before the pandemic, it was so much cheaper. But yeah, you can find so many cool stuff like ballerinas and stuff. You're gonna see it behind me, and oh my god, everything. So all the collection is right now on the tree. The very first time since I moved away from home. And yeah, this is what I wanted to share with you today. My Christmas tree, the first Christmas tree I have since I moved away from home. Thank you very much for listening, and have a good day. Bye bye.